I hate bullies. In fact, I almost beat the crap out of a guy yesterday at a convenience store. This is funny. I'm not going to tell the whole story, but needless to say, I go into this corner store to get some coffee, and there's this customer being extremely rude to the staff for no reason. He had this big old wad of dip in his mouth. All right, so tonight is triceps and shoulders. That's what we're doing. It was a high carb day. So I got a lot of carbs in me. That's great. I feel bloated, and I feel like my stomach's distended. I got a lot of pressure down in here. I know that brown rice can cause bloating because it ferments, because of fiber, but I still feel like I got a lot of additional weight just hanging out my lower abdominals. It's really uncomfortable, but there's a lot of fat down there. I'm not saying it looks this bad because of that. It looks this bad because it's fat, but I feel like I feel the pressure in my lower abdominal. It's just kind of uncomfortable. So we're gonna do some B-bars. We're gonna do some rest pause on these guys right here because I like it. And you know, here's the thing. I've lost some subscribers. I was at like 643, and then 642, and then 641, and 642, then back to 641, now 640. So people, I guess, don't like the new content, which is almost exactly the same content as I was putting out before this routine. But I guess people don't like carb cycling. I guess they're like, carb cycling, no, I want nothing to do with that voodoo magic. This guy doesn't count his reps or his sets. I can't watch him. I can't watch this nonsense. He doesn't believe in the S-tier programming. He doesn't believe in S-tier. How do you know how good the workout is if it's not in the S-tier, A-tier, or B-tier? Doesn't he know that we need those things? How are you supposed to gauge how good your workout is? If you're not counting your reps and your sets, I'm gonna rest pause. So I'm gonna talk while I rest my breaths. That's three breaths. It was hot today. Woo, it was hot today. I was at work and I had to help my supervisor look for these tools. Came back from the field. Very expensive tools. Some of them range up to $20,000, $30,000 for one tool. They said we're missing a bunch, and we're in the warehouse, and it's all closed up, the warehouse we had to go in there. Woo, it was hot in there for 5 minutes, and it looked like I was in a sauna, just sweat profusely. And then it's like, you know, this is the thing too, because it's like, well, if you're not counting your reps and your sets, and you don't care how much weight you're using, then how do you know how much to do next week when you go back to doing your arms and your shoulders again? It doesn't matter. What matters is how hard you're pushing right now. That's what matters. Like, do you think my triceps know if I'm using 130, 140, or 120? No. But you know what they do know? Oh, gee, golly willikers, that was hard. That burned. You know, I didn't know if we were going to make it up all those rock ledges, because your body doesn't know if you're climbing up rock ledges or you're climbing up trees. There's no stress and response. That's all it knows. People overcomplicate things, man. Overcomplicate. Everyone's looking for the magic answer. And I go through waves too. I go through phases where I'm just like, I want to make my form as strict as possible by the book. Right? And other times like, screw the book, let's just get at it. I like getting at it more. I like just having fun. I feel like I've made the absolute best results in my whole entire life when it comes to bodybuilding. Not powerlifting, but bodybuilding. When I didn't care about how much was on the bar and how many reps and sets. And I didn't care about the form, partial reps, and all this other stupid nonsense that's not S-tier scientifically proven. That's why I got most of my results. And being on a high carb day, I feel great, especially with my coffee. So I want to see if we can't make these results happen. I feel a lot better too, man. Being on these high carbs, I feel better. My veins are starting to come back. I'm still fat, guys. Like, my stomach's still not quite there. But for being 220 this morning, my stomach is not much bigger than what it was whenever I was 206. The only thing that's really happened was everything has just filled back out. That's all that's happened. So I just gotta make sure I keep pumping all that blood as much as I can in the muscle. So I'm gonna start off with some really awesome form on this. I'm gonna do some drops. I'm gonna do really awesome form. And then as I do the drops, I'm gonna start doing like less awesome form and more just kind of like boring form, you know? So I'm gonna see how many awesome reps I could get with an awesome weight, with awesome form, okay? I said awesome, not perfect. Okay. A little bit of bounce. All right. You'd be like, what am I getting out of this? Joy. Getting happiness out of this. That's what I'm getting out of it. Here comes that less awesome form, that more like, yes, reps, okay, yes, reps, just down, up, down, yep, let's go back up, and then back down. Let's go back to awesome. Because that's more fun. I like doing stuff that's fun, man. I mean, that's the point of being in here, right? Is to have fun. I mean, who cares what people think? I don't. Look at all the subscribers I lost. You think that bothers me? That people unsubscribe to my channel? That doesn't bother me. I don't care. Oh, you're still recording? Told you not to record me like that, man. Can't believe you did that. Put me on blast like that in front of everybody. God, dude. Oh, fun stuff. Oh, hey, we're back. Okay. Hey guys, we're back with another exciting video. Today's episode, we're going to be doing something crazy today. You won't believe how far we took this workout. Don't y'all love those YouTube personalities? It's like there's so many fitness personalities. There's like 3. There's the, okay guys, today we're going to be doing, and then there's the overly the top hyper. And then there's like and this scientifically experiment of the S-tier program of the way the mitochondria works with the what a sim one, right? There's like 3 YouTube personalities for fitness. And I think it's funny, like everyone's just trying to copy everybody, and I think it's quite comical and stuff like that. And there are some good channels out there, and there are genuine people putting genuine content out, and everybody knows who they are. Everybody knows who the genuine people are. Then there's the guys that just sit there and feed off of everyone else's content, and they just like talk trash about everybody else, and their videos are just them being lazy and just talking about everyone else's videos. Like they just sit there and they just run their mouth about everybody else and their content, and they use their content to make content talking trash about their content. And that just irritates me seeing that, man. It's just so freaking annoying. Like, I mean, that's cool. You can't be original. I mean, there's only so many original people out there. Like, I mean, let's be honest. If you ever feel like you're original, make a username. You think you're unique? Make a username on any platform. Like, taken, damn, taken, damn, taken, damn, taken, damn. Try, what? Like, okay. Like there's not a whole lot of original stuff you could do out there, especially with content like this. But I like to post videos because I just like posting videos. And then I like to go back and look at my own progress. And then it just shows the consistency of my workouts. Like it shows me being consistent with my meals, my workouts, my training, my mindset. I might have my moments where I'm tired and I'm that, okay guys. And I have those moments where I'm energetic and I don't care and I'm just kind of running my mouth. But ultimately, for those of you who are entertained by the content, thank you for hanging around and sticking out and sticking around. maybe leave a comment every now and then. You know, let me know that hey man, this part of your video was retarded, or, oh, can't say that. Can't say it. This part of your video was a little challenging for me to get it through. Or, hey man, this was pretty funny, or hey man, I like this part of your content, or hey, you know, if you probably got rid of this, because ultimately I'm either going to listen to you and take your advice, or I'm not going to listen to you and take your advice, because I don't care, to be honest, if you're going to be negative towards me, because it's just going to hurt my feelings really bad, and I don't want to get my feelings hurt. So I'm just like, block comment, you know, the whole like 2 comments I get on like 10 videos. Oh, YouTube is so hard to get an audience, man. It's so hard. It's like, what do people want? Like I'm fat, I'm gross, I'm shirtless, I'm getting sweaty, my hair's getting matted down, right? What do you want me to wear? The yoga pants? like God, like how much sex appeal do y'all need? Because this isn't enough apparently. Oh man, it's all for fun. So here's the thing about fitness YouTube channels, YouTube fitness channels. I'm not knocking any of them, but how much advice can you give out, right, before you become repetitive? So here's the problem that I noticed with fitness YouTube channels, YouTube fitness channels. They go, I'm going to give you advice, and then I'm going to continuously give you the same advice for like a month or 2. And then all the viewers that I got from that are now hearing the same thing over and over again. So they're like, I already know what this guy's going to say. It's repetitive. So now I'm going to stop watching. So now he's like, oh, how do I keep my subscribers to keep watching? Well, I have to come up with new, fresh content. So I have to come up with new advice. So I have to keep continuously putting new advice out. So eventually that advice gets cycled like a clock. It runs its course all the way around, from, you know, high fat, low carb, intermittent fasting, you know, whatever. Same thing for training. All the training, all the dieting, it goes in a full circle. And even if you go back and look at a lot of these older channels that have been out for years, you'll probably catch them like repeating their content after so many months. Like it just loops. I mean, because like I said, like you want to stay relevant and you want people to keep watching that are already watching. But if you keep putting out the same content, they stop watching because it becomes boring. And then you start like looking for other channels. So then they have to start putting out new content, which brings in new subscribers, which makes their, and then here's the kicker. Then you have the guys who are like, I don't want the channel to change. I want it to stay the same. Why are you changing? So then they stop watching because they don't like the direction the channel is going. So it's a funny thing, the way that it works. And so it's like, how much advice can you really give out before it just becomes like repetitive, or you get to the point where you look back at some of the stuff you say and you're like, oh man, I can't believe I said that nonsense, because this is what I'm doing right now and I believe this. So that is now like obsolete and outdated until you get back to it and you repeat it, you know. Well, that's like the thing, man. It's just like, that's why I don't try to be a advice channel. I just show you guys what I'm actually doing, right or wrong. The diet, the training, no secrets, no smoke and mirrors, no like nothing. Just, hey man, I'm a fat, hairy guy that likes to pick up things and put them back down and pick them back up and put them back down over and over and over again every single week, hoping to get a little bit bigger and a little bit stronger and a little bit leaner. Just believe in hard work. So I'm gonna do a rest pause on this. Just believe in hard work and training, being true to yourself and aggressive when you need to be, and calm when you need to be calm. And some people like it, some people don't, whatever. I never started YouTube in the intention to like have a big following. I started YouTube with the intention to get rich so I could quit my job. I think that everyone's hopes and dreams are like, well, if I just get enough followers and 1 million subscribers and I start selling merchandise, and then I can quit my job and I could do this full time and I could be an influencer. I don't want to be an influencer. I'm not trying to influence. I'm just showing you guys what I do and talking a little crap along the way, making fun of myself a little bit as I go, and not taking it so serious, but also taking the training and the dieting serious to the point where I want results, but not like dogma, you know, not like religion. Like there's some some guys out there that are just so dogma with their style of dieting and training. Like, it's like, don't step outside the box, because if you do, you'll burn in hell. Satan himself will come out from the pits of the hell and grab you and drag you down to the lake of fire. He who wants gains shall follow the straight and narrow path, to which is Bro Science City, where the chapel of the crucified saints of gains are. But if you shall stray, so beeth the pump. No, I'm just not that way. But guys, leave some comments, because I like talking back to you guys. Gives me something to do in my spare time. I'm like, oh, look at this guy talking bad about me, which I didn't really want that kind of comment. Nah. Like I said, I just ghost your comment and block it, you know. I'm not above it. No, I like to stay positive. I don't like bullies either. I hate bullies. In fact, I almost beat the crap out of a guy yesterday at a convenience store. This is funny. I'm not going to tell the whole story, but needless to say, I go into this corner store to get some coffee, and there's this customer being extremely rude to the staff for no reason. He has this big old wad of dip in his mouth. And he's talking like this, and can't understand what he's doing, right? And he's getting mad at the cashier, can't understand what he's saying, so then he starts being rude and talking trash to the cashier. Then he looks over at me for validation. I mean, right? I mean, sure. Oh, and I lost it. Don't look at me to validate your rudeness. So I kind of started going off on him, like, dude, you ain't got to be rude to them, man. They're just doing their job. Rude to who? And he kind of like lippy with me. So I kind of got up on him. Like, all right, dude. I was like, you're talking like you got a dick in your mouth. No one can understand what you're saying. You're speaking like you got a full dick in your mouth and you're trying to get out the words, but no one can understand them. Then you want to be rude to them because they can't understand you? Oh, his eyes got real big. And I probably got a little bit like too close to him, you know? And I told him, I was like, dude, look, you could be rude to them because you know they can't be rude back because they'll lose their jobs. But I could be rude to you for them. They may not be able to say nothing to you, but I could say something to you. So why don't you try being like that towards me? Let's see what happens. So I know I should keep that under control, but man, I cannot stand bullies, man. I can't stand people being rude to other people, especially trying to do their job, making a little bit more than minimum wage. Oh man, that just lights a fire under me, man. It just gets me so mad. So I was about to go to jail for these strangers just working their job. And they probably didn't care. They're probably just like, all right, whatever, man. But I don't know. I think some people just need a lesson to be taught. Like, everyone's tough when you can sit behind a screen and you can talk crap on the keyboard, right? But then when you get face to face with them, oh, it's yes, sir, yes, ma'am, absolutely. Well, I don't think that's politically correct. Whenever you get punched in the freaking mouth, you know. Like, that's just a bully. I just don't like bullies, man. So don't try to bully me in the comments, or I'll just block your comments. Just gonna finish up with some light side laterals here and just get a nice little pump on the side delt. I'm gonna do some bent over laterals after this, but I'm not gonna do nothing crazy from here. Still getting used to the diet and the training protocol, so I want to take it fairly easy. And then next week I'm gonna start revving everything up. But I will say this, starting next week, I'm not going to be recording every set or every exercise I do. I'm going to record a little bit here and there, and I'm going to start talking shit more. So I just don't care, man. Like, I'm not an influencer, and I'm not giving advice to anybody. Like, I'm just going to be who I am, and I'm not going to care. Like, and I haven't been trying to be anybody. I have been pretty much who I am. I've been myself, but frankly, I'm just going to stop being a little bit reserved and kind of let loose a little bit more. And then if I don't feel like recording, sometimes I want to jam out and I want to listen to music, and I can't when I'm recording because copyright claims and stuff like that. So, you know, if I feel like listening to music, I'm gonna turn the music up and I'm not gonna record. I'm just gonna jam out to some music. And then if I feel like recording, I'm gonna record. And if I feel like talking shit, I'm gonna talk shit. Because sometimes I just want to run my mouth. I'm not saying I want to talk shit about anyone in particular, you know, like some other YouTubers do. And there's a lot of them out there. And the fitness guys, they're the worst. A bunch of drama queens, man. So I'm just gonna like talk shit about other stuff, like random things, and maybe not even at all. I don't know, because like all 30 of you that probably watch the video, maybe 3 of you make it to this part, maybe. So I'm gonna stop being so serious about anything. Well, as far as it goes for the videos, because I was posting regular, and for those of you who watch it regularly all the way through, that's great. I'm still gonna post, but I'm gonna start changing it up a little bit because I like to rest about 5 minutes before I move to the next exercise. That's why I do my talking and stuff like that. But at the same time, like, I don't always want to have to like talk, but I do talk a lot naturally. I'm just a talker. Anyways, I'm gonna end the video right here, guys. I don't even know where I'm going with this. I don't even know if I'm gonna change anything, man. I just keep doing the same thing I've been doing. I don't know. I go through these spurts, man. I'm a very indecisive person. There's only 3 things in my life that I know for sure. I like lifting weights, I love my wife, and I love my children. Those are the 3 things that are absolutely certain and that will never change. Everything else is subject to change. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow.